Again, back to neighborhood sports. One of the greatest things we used to do here in the neighborhood, we were kind of famous for it, were the stickball games that took place. Home plate right there, just behind my brother. Good shot, good pan on that there. Actually, this area was kind of the automatic double area. It wasn't growing as high as it is now, but now you see the porch. The short porch there, the Texaco rooftop, that little carport looking thing, that was an automatic grand slam, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
And if you hit the ball across 88 and it stayed to the right of that telephone pole, it was also a home run.
Home run. And there was a lot of shots, lost a lot of balls here. Now it's kind of like Field of Dreams. If you listen, you can hear.
Yeah, exactly right.
If you build it, we will come. He actually is.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin Costner will be here in a few minutes. He's over at 7-Eleven getting a big gulp. Of all the sports my brothers and I played as kids in the neighborhood, perhaps I'd say the most exciting sport was agitating and running away from the bad kids in the neighborhood. They were bigger than us, stronger than us at the time.
And we had to survive.
But it was fun. It was fun. And if you'll just come with me back here, this is the little alleyway behind the stores that used to be the site of many of the encounters with the bad kids of the neighborhood. So many high-speed bike chases took place here. You can see some people over there kind of curious as to what we're doing, as I'm sure the rest of you are. High-speed bike chases, chases on foot, snowball fights, all kinds of things. But this spot was that. It was kind of like the playground in West Side Story.
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Without the knives and the dancing. We were just normal kids, just getting out our aggressions. You could fight with somebody and then be their buddy 5 minutes later.
It was a great thing.
Yeah, it was a great thing. Things have changed.
The element of surprise is very important in neighborhood warfare. But enough about that. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Behind me stands the site of the once proud Friedman's Bakery, now Wine World. Halloween was probably the greatest holiday that you could have here in the neighborhood. You can see it's November, but still got the leaves on the trees, got the pumpkin bags out here. I don't know who lives here, but thank you very much for the use of your house, at least for filming.
We do appreciate it. We do appreciate it.
Kudos. But anyway, neighborhood was great way back then. You could trick or treat at these houses. Everyone knew everybody. You didn't have to worry about who wrapped the candy, who didn't wrap the candy. It was like you had a bunch of parents and grandparents who gave you candy and all that.
And you can get stuff like popcorn balls and things like that that people would now throw away.
Blueberry muffins from Ann Dwyer, my second grandmother who lived next door.
Oh, Ann was a great lady.
Great time.
And bumper hitching all the way, grabbing out to the back, hanging out to the back, going down the street. Oh, he did that with the mailman. He realized when you're like halfway down the street and you get out and start yelling at you.
Can't beat bumper hitching, that's true. That's one of those true northern phenomenon that I don't know if my peeps back in Florida get that, but when it snowed, car would go by, truck would go by, slowly of course on the road, and then you'd grab onto the back of the bumper and kind of ski or surf as far as you could until the driver got wise to you or the cops came and got you. So that happened a few times.
Didn't you know somebody who used to have a bus schedule in the winter?
Yeah, I believe one of the Marinuses had a ShopRite truck schedule, or at least was familiar enough with its route and its timing that he knew when the trucks would be coming around the corner, and they were the best things in the world to bumper hitch on because you could stand up straight. The bumpers were so high. It was luxury bumper hitching. For those who have really arrived in that discipline, that was the way to go. So you waited for the big ShopRite truck, after which or before which you bombed it with snowballs too.
And you were ready with the snowballs because you knew what the schedule was.
Yeah, we had them all like that. Ricos Pizza was not here when we grew up, but this is how we do it in Jersey, peeps.
Sadly, that patch of woods on the corner of Roosevelt Drive has been torn out completely. The other patch of woods on Roosevelt Drive was ripped out years ago to put up 2 houses. People who remember old Bricktown remember more woods.
But is there anything truly better than remembering the fall in your old neighborhood? Where you had your first laughs, your first heartbreaks, your first friends, your first associations. I remember my mother decorating the house. She still does for every season. I remember the air smelled like smoke, the way the leaves looked. Everything was new, exciting. Life was just beginning and you had your whole life ahead of you. Like all memories that Tom brought up or that I mentioned, they're wonderful, they're good, and ultimately they're bittersweet because they are in fact memories. But they're part of us, and we carry them with us every day and everywhere we go. They've helped make us who we are. So when I drive down my old neighborhood in the fall, I remember everything that was, everything that is. Everyone's life is a journey, not a destination. But one thing we all have is our memories.